Coming through with the strength in you. Dun 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 dun. Coming through with the strength in you. Yeah, you. Hey, coming through with the strength in you. What it do, boo? Coming through with the strength in you. You made it. Good job. Strength in you. Coming through. Strength in you. Coming through. Hey, boo. Really? Oh my God. Everything that could possibly happen this morning is trying to happen. I hope y'all can hear me. I don't know what's going on. It's been a minute for you, girl. Sorry I'm late. It's been a long day. Like when I tell you it's been a long day, I got up. I ain't even did my wall sit challenge yet. And I ain't did too much stuff that I'm supposed to be doing because, yeah, I had therapy this morning. And then I had another meeting because, your girl been trying to help people. So insurance is one of my things because, life is getting real. We all know when we born, though none of us know when we gonna die. And then none of us really prepared for it, right? So I've started selling insurance because this is the thing that's about changing lives. So that's why I'm late today because I had therapy, I had an insurance meeting, then I had to run to the store, then I had some people in my house. So it's just been a day. And again, we just adapting to life situations because that's what life is all about adapting to situations that occur. You necessarily don't expect them, but nevertheless, it's a situation and you just got to do what you got to do when you got to do it. So, hey, boo, hey. We talking about, of course, it's a new year, but it's the same you. So don't come in here talking about these resolutions about being something different. All you want to do is be your best self. So we're talking about new year, same you, but better goals. We're setting higher goals for ourselves. And we're taking one step at a time, knowing that every little inch is a mile, never giving in to giving up on ourselves and not pushing too hard because when you overdo, it can make you overwhelmed and then it makes you fall back because you overexerted everything that it is you wanted. So, anyway, let's get on up and tune. I got my boy Wisdom on the scene because everything was like, but hold on, let me let the king in on the team on the scene. Let's find out what happens. What changes is gonna be popping away.
Yo,
Don't I don't want to hear it. Hello.
yo.
So how you doing?
Hi, Dave. I'm doing all right, I guess. I didn't know we were doing the show today, but
I know.
it was like last minute. I was like, "Are we starting now?" All right, cool. Let me get ready.
Yeah, no,
But
yeah.
how are you?
I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out and I'm ready to throw in the towel, but ain't no quitting me. So I know I definitely gotta keep the fight up. But I am overwhelmed with life. There's a lot going on. So again, that's what we're talking about this year is basically is a new year, but it's the same stuff. But we're creating better goals because life been life and I will tell y'all though, it's official. I have an associate's. So I'm finally
Oh,
done with those
congratulations!
classes. So that's a plus sign. But that means I got to continue and head on to the bachelor's. But I was gonna keep going for the spring, but life was life, and so now I got to set it back to the summer because I got some other family stuff that I got to take care of. So that's what's happening with me. But yeah.
Heard that. Heard that.
So we got a word. I got my word. I did. I literally just put that in while I was in my insurance meeting. I'm gonna tell y'all more about that later too because we're gonna have a whole little a show about it. I'm getting a few shows under wraps of some stuff that's important. So not only are we gonna do like a thing on insurance, but of course my doctor who did my tendon transfer and the cut under my toes, he gonna pop in. So it's just a matter of when
Oh,
I
nice.
keep y'all posted with that. Then I've got a couple my OT gonna come in, and then one of my PT gonna. So we're gonna have a few little shows coming up, but I'm gonna have to switch them up. So I'm letting y'all know right now it will be specials and they will be on the weekend because y'all already know doctors work Monday through Friday. So you got to do what you can do when you can do it. And I don't want it to be pre-recorded because I want y'all to be able to ask questions live. So that's why I'm just going to change the whole date because it's important that you're able to do that. You could have got past, go ahead. But okay, y'all, let's get into it. Let's get into it. The word of the day, don't wait, educate. The word of the day, don't wait, educate.
Boy, I need to shave.
Yeah, you do.
Life has been life over here too.
It's all good. Let's see what we got. I don't even know this word. That's how much I'm not prepared. Okay. But y'all see it came from today. You know that word? Let me see.
No.
Petrilineal. Petrilineal. Let's see if I'm right.
Patrilineal.
Hey.
Yeah, you got that boy. I was like, yo, that's your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, let me say that again, y'all.
Patrilineal.
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 Okay, guys, here we go. Related to or based on relationship to the father or descent through male line. Let me see here. Descent is that'll give me a better idea. all of my petroli all live in Italy. Okay, I got you.
I can trace my patrilineal line to 10 generations. Wait, go back. I can
That's it.
trace my patrilineal line back 10 generations. There we go.
All of my firstborn sons on the patrilineal side are named Matthew. Okay, I got it. Basically the male side. Okay, I got you. I feel that. So let me see. All let me see. Everybody on my patrilineal, all the males on my patrilineal side are big. Like they're like at least 6'3" and like 250.
When I think about my patrilineal line, it goes back many generations.
Okay, y'all, throw them sentences in the comments. We want to hear what your patrilineal. Give me your sentences for patrilineal. um, let's see what else I can tell you. Oh, on my mother's side, all the patrilineals are crybabies.
Mm, wow.
If they watching this, they mad as hell, but they cry a lot. They see you and be like, hey, I ain't seen you in a long time.
Crying is not a bad thing.
No, it ain't a bad thing. It just be hilarious because it'd be like, I just seen you last year, but every time you see me, you be like, you look just like your mama, and then they get to cry. I don't even look just like my mama, but people see stuff in you that you don't see in yourself, whatever, whatever. But let's keep it moving, y'all, because since we was late, let's keep it pushing. Let's raise awareness, you see. Why? Because prevention is key. Damn. Hey, hey, hey. It's all about that awareness, y'all. And this week, because we ain't talked in a long time, I'm going to bring up an old one, which is be faster, balance, eyes, face, arms, speech, time for the emergency room. Okay, let's see if I can remember track. This The first one was for stroke. This one is for
Yeah,
diabetes.
diabetes.
Here
Hmm.
we go. Track. Um, take your medication regularly. Well, no,
I forgot R.
I'm gonna have to remember y'all, but I want to say it's something about regular exercise, regularly exercising. I want to say that's what the R is for,
Okay.
because then the
You're
A
right.
was to check your A1C. Um, then the C, no, I think the C was checking it. I'm gonna go back, but y'all go look up the acronym track, and it'll tell you stuff. And then, of course, the suicide hotline, if I'm not mistaken, is 988.
988. Yep.
And you also, I didn't find this out until recently, that you don't have to call that number. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. You can text it and they'll still respond to you.
Oh, for
So
real?
yeah, it's a real thing. You can text it. So don't think you're not thought about. They got all they T's and crossed and I's dotted and all that. But on some other awareness that I'm really about, which is still this accessibility, it is really a thing. And we're not just coming with a problem, we're coming with solutions. All you got to do is put an accessibility button or even have automated doors that open up and is wide enough for wheelchairs to fit inside. So again, you may not be in a situation right now, and it may not never be you, but somebody you know and love will need these doors. So I think it's important that we raise awareness of the importance of these doors, because again, we all have a different ability. It's not just stroke, it's not just cancer, it's not just lupus, it's not just all these labels. At the end of the day, every human in this world has a different ability. So you shouldn't expect no ability to look the same, and the world needs to be inclusive to every ability at the end of the day.
Hmm.
Do you have anything you want to raise awareness about?
I kind of wanted to touch on the accessibility with the doors. I find myself going to Dollar General more now
Mhm.
because those they have automatic doors, so I don't have to worry about holding a door open, which is like an effort for me. So shout out to all the local businesses or whatever. When you think about those things, people with disabilities are more likely not going to shop where it's not as accessible to get in versus like a place that has those things and set up. So I've been talking to some of the local businesses, and some of them are thinking about like looking into it. So I mean that's the best thing I can do from my point. But yeah, I find this a lot more easier for me. I'm like, I just go to the dollar store, like the Dollar General. Like it's easier to get in. I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, I think most like places, especially like big corporate places, should have those things lined in. It just makes life easier on everybody, really.
Yeah. And the greatest point that you can make with that is you're actually speaking up for yourself. You're advocating for yourself when you go into these stores. Because again, you gotta people have to recognize most businesses and companies don't think about these things because it don't apply to them.
Yep.
So if there's something in a store and you feel like it's not conducive to you or it's not beneficial to you and you need something different, you have to say something, because mama always said a closed mouth don't get fed, and that's in everything we do. So we have to advocate for ourselves, because it's the only way to create change in the world. Speak up, reach out, and we can create some change in this world, guys. Okay. But again, um no, let me stress this: you are not alone in whatever it is that you're going through. We are all suffering in our own way. Some of us are out loud suffering, and some of us are silently suffering. So just reach out. We are always here. Don't ever think you're by yourself. Always know you got a team with you. But let's keep it moving, baby.
What's your history? Because mine's a mystery. Let's uncover it and try to see.
Ooh.
History time. I got a card for you, because yeah, history. But no, one queen on the scene. Her name is Fanny Jackson Choplin, or Copland, actually. Fanny Jackson Copland. She was born October 15th. Hey, that's my cousin's birthday. Shout out, Drea. October 15th, 1837. And she passed January 21st, 1913. This queen was a highly educated trailblazer and missionary. She was born a slave, but gained her freedom at the age of 12. Eventually, she studied at Oberlin College in Ohio, the first college in the United States to accept both and, and black and female students.
Nice.
Interesting, yeah. She taught math, Greek, and Latin at the Philadelphia Institute for Colored Youth, now Cheyney University of Pennsylvania. She became principal of the same school she taught in 1869, making her the first African American woman to serve in this role. She was the first African American woman to serve as a school superintendent, and she also worked at her husband's ministry to promote self help programs in the United States and in South Africa. So, shout out to Miss Fanny Jackson Copland.
Nice. I actually have a queen. I want to advocate because I remember the last show we did. I was gonna do it, but we had the guest on, so I
Uh-huh.
saved. So I had that ready. Her
Okay.
name is Carolina Herrera. Um, I totally Americanized that, but she's Venezuelan, and she's a designer. So Carolina Herrera has been creating uh, pieces, couture pieces, uh, for her eb, ooh, ebonomus, ebono, I can't say that.
Happy New Year's, guys. I had to say it because you couldn't say the word. Love you too, boo.
Anyway, brand since 1981, when she moved from her hometown of Caracas, she moved to New York City to pursue a career in fashion. The 84-year-old, whose business only had 20 dresses when she first launched it, um, has outfitted former first ladies, including Michelle Obama and Jacqueline Kennedy. That's crazy. I didn't know that. And has the large A-list fan base that includes actors Zendaya and Lupita Nyong'o, and singer Katy Perry and Princess Kate Middleton. So shout out Carolina Herrera. Like that's pretty cool. Like she started a whole only 20 dresses and kind of faked it. She made it then to the point where she's uh dressing up first ladies and doing her thing. So shout out Carolina.
That's right. Shout out. I ain't gonna say that name and destroy it, but yeah, shout out, Queen. You
Queen
everything.
Herrera. There we go.
One more again.
Herrera. Her last name is Herrera.
Herrera. Okay, cause yeah, you about to help me destroy it. You was about to help me destroy it.
I couldn't.
But
Okay, that word I was struggling on. So again, just I want to know if we have it. It's EPONYMOUS. I'll say it again. EPONYMOUS.
okay, so what is it?
That's what the word I was struggling on.
You know what? He play all day, y'all, because he got the whole phone in his hand. What Google could have just told him, like, this how you pronounce this word. He could have been figured that out and researched it on the
So
side.
when I do the show, like for instance, I go to like I'll show you.
It's a whole struggle over here, y'all.
So I write down everything on my like notes. So I don't
Mm,
know. I can't like type it. You know what I mean?
I can't.
I can't. I can't
You
say.
could have highlighted the word and put it in the search. You know what? That just nope. Leave it alone. Mm.
I'm gonna do that right now. I was like, "You're right. You're right. You're totally right."
So you know what, guys? We both gonna get. Are you prepared for motivation today? Because I think we both gonna hit you with a little motivation after that. Because I need to remotivate my thoughts, my feelings.
I have a quote.
Okay, hold on, boo.
Oh
When
yeah.
you motivate, you elevate. It's motivation time. When you motivate, you elevate. It's motivation time.
Here we go. So, this quote is by Stephen King, and it goes: "Amateurs sit and wait for inspiration, and the rest of us just get up and go to work." And I've been kind of struggling. I don't know what it is, but like around the holidays, I just get really down depressed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we haven't talked in like 2 weeks, so um, yeah, I just kind of say self isolate, and I notice like when I'm active and I'm getting stuff done, it's easy to keep myself motivated. When I kind of like stop and stop everything, it's really hard to get motivated.
Right,
And we struggle with sometimes getting that motivation and that inspiration to keep moving forward. But you got to remind yourself like why we started in the first place. You know what I mean?
right.
Um, That's kind of what's gotten me out of it. Um, I've been struggling with like my mental health and just getting everything in organized. Like I realized I was doing too much and had to take a step back and realize like what's the purpose? What am I doing this for? And that's for in my case to recover. That might be a different motivation for each and every one of you. But in my
Hmm.
case, it's to recover and be the best version of Junior that I can be for everybody else that who cares and loves about cares and loves me for me. So I had to remind myself why I started, and that's kind of what got me going. So going back to that quote, just getting getting the thick of it and getting in the mud, as they just say, is a good way to kind of shake you out of your depression or whatever your funk that you're going through. So that might help you and it might not, but that's a great way to kind of keep yourself motivated and keep yourself going. Is to just knock it out, and yeah, I think with me getting back on the ball, as they say, and getting back in the ring, it's kind of like we're all gonna get knocked down, right? So
Yeah.
it's all about how we get up and how we dust ourselves off. And I think I learned something new about myself every time I get into one of these roles. So there's a give and a take to it, but just remind yourself, like you said earlier, Strength, we're not in this alone. I think a lot of us get in our head and just want to think that we're alone with this, and we're really not. And even the strongest ones of us need help sometimes, need a little pick me up. So just go out there and don't be afraid to fail. You know, we're all gonna fail at some point. Just go out
Right.
there and make the best out of your situation, whatever that may be. So if you're lacking motivation and inspiration, the worst thing you could do is kind of wait and see. The best thing you could do is go after, like Stephen King said. And yeah, you make chicken salad out of chicken, So um, yeah, just keep going. Just keep going. Whatever you got going on, and that's your motivation time for this week. Woo.
That's part of the motivation time because I'm about to jump up in here because I'm on fire. No, no, but for real, I do got some stuff I want to say because I've been feeling it and I've been going through a lot myself personally. And I just want to remind people that number one, since we're sitting here talking about how you're not by yourself, being people of color, we have an issue with number one admitting that we having issues and that we're
Yeah.
going through something and that we're sad or that we're unbalanced, meaning that you can go from 0 to 1,000 like that, which means more than likely there's some underlying issues that you got going on that you ain't necessarily even realizing it because the subconscious play with you and you don't even realize it's playing with you. So if you find yourself lashing out or just having moments where you just crying and you just down and you just out and you out, you're not motivated and you have no purpose, you feel like you probably need to go seek some help. Nothing is wrong with seeking help. So many people think it's something wrong with going to seek help. But when you go to play sports, you got a coach. So in life, sometimes you need a coach. And what are therapists? They coach you through your emotions and how to process and how to deal with past traumas and things that you've been through. So number one, don't be ashamed or afraid to go seek some help for real, not from your friend, because most of the time, unfortunately, people who love you, like your friends, all of them don't really know how to tell you the truth because some people feel like it's easier to spare your feelings. But at the
Hmm.
end of the day, you can't grow if somebody's sparing your feelings. So you have to be open to constructive criticism. So you have to sometimes seek a professional that's going to tell you your truth versus what you want to hear and be okay with that. And then don't be ashamed or afraid of what you're going through because it's building your muscle. Everything is to build your muscle, whether it's your mental muscle, your physical muscle, your emotional muscle. Everything we do has a muscle and it takes practice and repetition. So be patient with yourself, seek the help that you need outside of those who gonna tell you what you want to hear because that's not gonna benefit you. Your
Yeah.
goal is to be your best self. So go seek the people who gonna challenge you. Be around people that's gonna force you to grow. That's gonna force you to look into you and be better than you was yesterday. And that is the end of motivation.
Quick shout out to Nathan who we had on the show. I called him today because, like I said, I just got out of my lull, and he was just like he says things where I'm like, that wasn't very nice, you know. Like he doesn't take my feelings into account. He just tells you how it is. But
I
you need
love it.
people like that in your life because that's how you grow. Like you said exactly. So yeah, don't surround yourself by a whole bunch of yes men because you're never gonna grow and you're never gonna find out what the root of the problem is. It's just going to recycle itself in different ways. You know, it's gonna manifest itself in different ways. So surround yourself with people who are gonna challenge you and you're gonna be a better person for it.
Absolutely. And also, speaking of challenges, challenge yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. Don't be like, this is who I am, or I was raised this way, or nothing that keeps you at the same level because the only thing that's constant in this world is change. You ain't doing nothing but getting older. You ain't getting no younger. So it ain't no point of still having a young mentality with young thoughts. So you have to learn to grow and build that. So yeah, let's keep it moving though, because while I'm talking about challenging yourself, here's the challenge.
Push through with that strength in you. Get up, what? Get moving. Get up, what? Get moving.
Jesus. This is I just got listen, I just got a new shout out my mom. She got me like a little sliding room, like a real office chair, and I'm wearing
Okay.
socks, so it's not the easiest to move around. But we're gonna make
Oh,
it.
matter of fact, this what we're gonna do. Since we ain't did nothing all week, I don't know what y'all doing, but get your chair. We all got a chair. We're gonna do some sit to stands, lift that booty up, get them hips working. Let's get it popping. You ready? Okay. We're gonna do what time is it? Since we started late, we're just gonna do two sets of the few little things we're gonna do, y'all. Because since we started late, we only got matter of fact, we're gonna do one set of everything. We're just gonna do it one time. We're gonna do it slow and controlled, okay? Get that booty together. Do some squats. Ready? Let's hit it. 10. Squeeze it. 9. Don't stop. 8. Be careful.
I try to
7.
do it without holding on the chair. That's what I
Hold
get.
on. Don't not hold. 6. We don't need no accidents live. That's why we live.
That was
Look,
close.
that's why we live. 4. 3. You almost there, y'all. 2. I know it's burning. Keep going. And 1. Good job. You can go back to your chair. Because, like I said, we ain't going to do much because we started late. So I want to get into the topic a little bit because I do got some new things that I'm working on. And I'm curious about what you're working on and how you feel about the new year with the same you and with the better goals. So I'm curious of what everybody's thinking. So now we're going to do some arm stuff because we did some leg. So now we're going to do some chicken wings while we're sitting down. If you're unfamiliar with chicken wings,
That's this one,
that's
right?
a chicken wing. Slow and control. Ready? Let's go. 10, 9, 8.
Oh, we're going up. Okay.
Yeah.
I was doing
7, 6. Ooh, that already hurt. 5. Keep going. Push through. You got this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Rotate that neck. And that's all I'm gonna leave you with for now. Unless you got one more you want to add to this,
The
we can do that.
yeah, what's the goal?
So then those are scapular press. You squeezing your scapula together. That's your shoulder blades, y'all. Squeeze your shoulder blades together.
I was like, I've never heard of that.
Squeeze your shoulder blades 10 times.
One,
10, 2, whatever you want to do. 3, poke
three,
your chest out. 4,
four,
5.
five, six,
Let's go, y'all.
seven,
It's little things that make a big difference.
eight, nine,
Push it through.
10.
Oh my. I needed all of that.
Shake it out.
Okay. So now let's talk
Yo,
about it.
real quick. Your left arm is getting like you're getting a lot more movement in it.
Now I better been something because I've been in therapy twice a week. I've been sleeping in that stupid little arm torture device. And
Why it's
this other
working?
I'm glad. Thank you for that because I don't feel like it is. I feel like I just want to cut the whole arm off sometime. But don't y'all judge me, okay? I'm just overwhelmed with life. No, but I'm grateful. God, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my limb. Know this. I had to make sure I put that out there because when you say stuff, you better be careful what you say because you have a way of getting it. So I'm letting God know I love all of this flawed arm. Don't you take it away. I need this to hold things.
For real, facts.
Okay. So with these last few minutes, guys, we're about to talk about the new year, the same you, but you're gonna create better goals. And I'm gonna start with you, of course, because you are on the team, Sir Wisdom.
Yes,
What
man.
new goals have you created for yourself, and how do you plan on accomplishing them?
My new goal for this year is to hit 5,000 steps in a day. I've been averaging like 2,000, 2,005 around there on a normal day. So I want to get to the point where I'm averaging 5,000 every day. What I'm doing to get there um, is working out, doing a lot more exercises. Um, Moment of honesty, I was smoking, right, hitting that ganja a little bit, and that
Okay.
was literally messing me up. So I stopped doing that. I cut all that out. Um,
You don't partake in the greenery?
Not anymore. No.
Good job.
Yeah, it wasn't beneficial. Like it felt great, right? It felt great, but it wasn't like it was hindering me, really. And I had to come to Jesus moment where I was like, what am I doing wrong? Because I go to physical therapy, I eat okay, I don't eat the best, but I don't eat garbage. Um, what am I doing that's really that I can cut out that's gonna make my life a lot easier and be able to hit these goals because I want to hit these goals because better life, right? So um, yeah, I cut that out, and I was like, man, it took some convincing from my mom and dad. Like they took shot it to me straight, and they were like, look, ever since you started smoking again, it's not benefiting you. You know, you're gonna have to cut it out. And I started on it, and I came to the decision, 2024, like I'm not gonna smoke. So knock on wood, I haven't, and yeah, that's what I'm doing now to hit my goal.
Good job. Better you than me. Good job. No, because real talk, after I got to the hospital after that stroke and I had me an edible, I found movement in my toe. That was like, oh, this is confirmation. No, but real talk, real talk, real talk. Good job. I'm proud of you for number one, recognizing. That's the first key, recognizing what is. And then you didn't get mad at your parents when they was telling you what they was seeing and how they saw the change in you. And you was just like, let me do what's necessary to make sure I get to the next level in my recovery. So kudos to you. You should really pat yourself on the back, buddy. You did good. Do you have
Thank
any
you.
other job goals?
That and I want to like limit uh like I spoke to my doctor because I realized like, and I don't know if I'm pretty sure I'm not, but around the holidays I just kind of get into this state of depression and I get really down. I don't really know. I don't really have a reason why.
Yeah.
When I used to, I did the same thing last year. I realized, and I reached out and I talked to my doctor about it, and I was like, "What do you think that is? Why you think I'm acting that way?" And he was like, "It's, I think it's called seasonal depression disorder." And what
Okay.
that is some people when the holidays come, the temperature gets a little like chilly, they just get depressed. It's just something that happens.
Oh,
So what I'm doing is giving myself like I noticed I was giving a lot of positive affirmations to the world and I wasn't really taking
putting
care of
them in
myself.
yourself. Yep.
So what I started doing in the morning now um is telling myself like looking in the mirror and telling myself I love you, giving myself positive affirmations. And
Hmm.
actually it's weird to stay online, but I've been like doing this where I like hug myself
It's
because
no, that's real.
like not everybody has a partner where they can get a hug or a significant other. So
Human
those are things
touch.
that I'm working on to to better my quality of life and think about myself because I'm like I have great advice for the world, but I'm one of those people I don't always follow my own advice.
Yep.
So yeah, just taking care of me and worrying more about what's going on here inside this mind of mine than
Right.
worrying about what's going on in the world. So those are things that I'm doing to give myself a better quality of life in 2024.
That's awesome because number one, self care is real and it comes in many different forms that people don't even recognize. And human touch is one of them. Connection is real. So you hugging yourself is kind of, it's a feel good. And then you speaking positive affirmations into yourself, your body really starts to believe the things that you're saying and then it behaves different. So that is a real thing. And so with all that part being said, I'm going to encourage all you guys that's listening, watching, and speaking of what listening and watching, get on over there to YouTube and subscribe to this channel. Strength in you, baby. Come on through. And you can find us on all the platforms where podcast is located. Strength in you is in the building. But no, it's really important that you start loving yourself more than the rest of the world can, because the rest of the world will find every flaw that there is about you.
Hmm.
Everything that you do wrong, the world will be quick to point out at you. So you have to speak that love and that light and that happiness into your own existence. And I'm coming to realize
Yeah, I was
um,
gonna ask, what are you doing to better your life in 2024?
the first thing I'm doing is putting me first. I put everybody else first for a very long time. So I am no longer putting everybody ahead of me, meaning that I'm not biting my tongue anymore. I'm also not being a bitch, but I am being honest about what is and what I want. And I am not taking whatever anybody decides they want to throw at me. I'm um I'm working on my bachelor's. So of course that's still a thing. I've just registered SNU as a non-charity. I mean as a
Nonprofit?
nonprofit. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So it's legit. It's not an LLC anymore because we got to get grants and make this thing happen. I've been working, getting this fundraiser going. Strengthen You Stroke Camp. So speaking of that, shout out to Tanya. We got a nice donation from Tanya Tribbett towards Stroke Camp, and we're going to be able to send quite a few people with just her donation. But we're still looking to raise more money because this is really real and life changes in small increments. And starting with small donations, you can make monumental changes in these people's lives because you're definitely doing it in my life. I know that every time I get positive feedback on Facebook, people think that it's just social media. But for some people who don't have people in their regular life to remind them of the good or that the worth that they have in their lives, being that I post and do all of my crazy videos and stuff. And then the feedback I get, it reminds me that this was my purpose. It was all meant, and it's greater than me. So I'm grateful for all of it. You know what I mean? Like,
That's awesome.
I'm grateful for all of it, for real. Because without it, I wouldn't have been able to be reborn into this person. You know what I mean? So that's why I tell y'all, don't be afraid of the things you're going through, because it's just building your muscle and it's reminding you of the strength in you that you didn't even know you had. Like, real talk, you don't know how strong you are until strong is all you can be.
Yeah.
So,
I also had a question. What is one thing that you want to accomplish besides like the bachelor's and take care of you? What is one thing you have a goal for 2024 that you want
oh,
to accomplish?
that's
Period, like
easy.
personal.
A personal goal is, it's a financial goal, and I'm
Mm,
gonna make $100,000 before the end of this year, because this insurance company that I'm working on is my company, and what I'm doing right now is building something. And listen, if y'all ain't on board, I'm about to try to get you on a team. But listen, if you ain't ready, I'm about to take flight. So besides making $100,000 this year, I'm about to be speaking on more platforms, delivering my positive message. I'm already looking into a tour that Women Who Lead Connect is having another a motivational empowerment summit, and they're going on tour. So I'm looking to that, and I'm looking to accomplish that. And I'm just really looking to be the light, like I'm talking about, and that change that I've been talking about for the longest of time, because I'm starting to really see what my purpose is, and I'm starting to see the people that's mad at it. And I'm also starting to see, this year I laid in my bed and I said, God, I give it all to you. I trust you. So that means anything that ain't for me, he moving out the way. And if it been in my life for a long time, that's because I I kept trying to keep something that God kept trying to remove. So one of my biggest things that I'm working on is just giving more trust to God and letting him lead my life the right way that I'm meant to lead. That don't mean I'm about to be perfect. That don't mean I'm about to let the ganja go, because listen, to help my muscle, that's medicine. But that's not what it's about, for real, for real. It's really just about me just having more faith and giving all of my power and my heart to God and saying, listen, I know I'm human. I know I'm flawed. I know I will never be perfect, and I'm not going to pretend to be. So whichever way you want me to go, because you knew the purpose for me from the beginning, let's get it. Because I'm tired of everything else. So that is my biggest goal. I'm not trying to get in nobody's church. I'm still not there, because all the hypocrites live right there. We have a fellowship just talking about it right now. So I
yeah.
don't need to do that part. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not looking forward to that. But I'm looking forward to more traveling. And then all of my brothers and sisters who I've met on Facebook and all that stuff, I plan on going to see them all. I'm 24 is up. Is up.
Yeah,
SNU is in,
it sounds like you have a busy 24 already.
oh, I definitely got a busy 24. So it's gonna be some changes, a lot of changes underway. And they're necessary changes, because when I'm starting to see the power of my speaking and the power of my story and just the power of my energy in general and what I radiate, yeah, I'm meant to be on a different plateau. So I got to make a move, because God got a plan for me. So I got to see it through,
Nice.
for real. But that's about it for my goals. What time is it? We got a good 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
With all that being said, y'all, in the comments, please throw some of your goals. Now you may give us some ideas about some stuff that you're doing that we might want to do that we didn't think about. And also, my one another goal for me is to work out more, to be more consistent
Mm,
with my working out. But because my schedule is so crazy, that's a little difficult right now. But the company that I'm building with my coach, I'll be able to work from home, which I've been doing lately. So I still got my other job until this one picks up more. But
yeah.
the goal is to be able to work from home and to keep building up SNU, because I dreamed about, how X-Men got an academy? I thought about how we are all superheroes and we should have a SNU academy. And we're gonna be up in there with our wheelchairs and our canes and all our different stuff, and we're gonna be learning and doing different. It's gonna be just like X-Men, and I'm gonna be like Professor X. But don't laugh.
Yo, you are the best. Yo,
Hey,
not gonna lie, not gonna
that'll
lie.
be dope.
I have one of those power scooters downstairs,
See,
and every time I'm in there, I feel like Professor X. I kind of know what you're talking about.
see. And then we're gonna have all the little X-Men coming through with the mutant powers. You know, we got the ones who can't hear good, the ones with the slurred speech, but we know different stuff. Although our speech and our walking and other stuff is messed up, we have other powers and other abilities in other areas. So to me, we are superheroes, especially stroke survivors, because the stuff that we had to overcome and relearn. Listen, we special. I don't care what nobody says.
Yep. Oh, real quick, some good news. I did
What?
graduate from OT, so they want me to take a break. They don't like I can do everything fairly quickly with my hands. So shout out Brooks Rehabilitation. They've been wonderful, and they put me on the right track with occupational therapy. Now I just gotta conquer physical and speech. By occupational, I'm there. So I got to ring the bell. I felt so proud. I want to share that.
That's what's up. Congratulations. At least somebody rang the OT bell because it ain't looking good. But
I'm mad that you just kind of flopped it around.
I was trying to ring the bell. Look,
And
this is what y'all got to do. Have fun through your recovery because it don't all have to be sad. But listen, so we was just talking about stroke camp, and I told you about we still got the fundraising, and I'm still talking about the accessibility buttons. But before we go, I'm gonna leave you with something funny that I did at stroke camp because I ain't showed y'all in a little while, and I got to remind you of just some of the fun we had before we dip because we're about to leave. So hold on, booze. Check this out.
Stroke twerk, yeah. Stroke twerk, yeah. Stroke twerk, yeah. Stroke twerk, what's up? Stroke because you got that stroke. Twerk because you got that stroke. Put that stroke in your twerk. Twerk because you don't, wait, no. Twerk because you ain't no joke. Don't go too low, you might hit the flow. Just stroke because you twerk. I mean, twerk because you stroke.
Okay,
like I just gotta say, I was there, but I wasn't there for that exact moment. And I just realized what you look like a reverse Oreo with the two white girls on the side and you in the middle.
you petty, but it's cool. Well, that's just some of the fun we have to help people, be themselves. That was just me being crazy. But the
No.
point was, it was people there that was able bodied who had fun with people who was just like me with a broke body. So get it how you live and help us send people to where they need to go to help them be reminded of their greatness. But I love y'all. Remember to put that crown on because we're about to head on up out this joint. Thank y'all for tuning in for the late show. Put the lantern up in that crown and turn that light all the way up because that light gonna radiate all over you and through you. And remember, you ain't accepting nothing that's negative because it's gonna bounce back. You ain't accepting nothing but beautiful things. Speak life and beauty into yourself. Affirm that you're beautiful. I can't stand him. Okay, okay, but it's for real. Affirm to yourself how beautiful you really are and just how far you've actually come. That just tells you how much further you're gonna go. So don't be stagnant and don't get complacent. Just take your time. Be patient. It's little steps that make monumental gains. So just keep going. Keep going. I love you with everything in me. Until next week, I'll be on time, Sugarfoots. Stay
Bye.
blessed by the best. Until next week, honey buns. Bye. Wait, I ain't saying bye yet. I lied. Okay, I'm bye.